Good day, I'm Gail Versailles with your midday news updates. Public investigate case of arson after ANC office in Sedibeng burns down. Former President Jacob Zuma says the ANC has learned from its mistakes, and PIC inquiry expected to hear details of alleged impropriety, doubtful investment. Police are investigating a case of arson after the ANC's regional office in Sedibeng Vereniging was set alight. It is not yet clear how Sunday night's blaze was started. The police's K. Makubele says that no arrest has yet been made. Based on reports, the region has been battling with leadership since the disbandment of the Regional Executive Committee of Sedibeng last year. Residents in the area have voiced out their frustrations over the appointment of the new mayor, Gift Murani. Party members claim that he is no longer an active member of the ANC. The ANC Women's League has now written to the party's national structures, saying that it will stage a protest outside Luthuli House on Monday over the matter. Former President Jacob Zuma says a vote for the opposition is a gamble. Zuma kicked off his day on the final voter registration drive weekend in the northwest by joining the Methodist Church, where the congregants prayed for him and the government. He then moved to a walkabout in the Winnie Mandela informal settlement in Bekkersdal, where he has told residents the African National Congress has learned from its mistakes. The Commission of Inquiry into the Public Investment Corporation is set to enter its second week with testimony from the executive head of property. Vuyani Hauk is expected to shed more light on reports of alleged impropriety and doubtful investments. According to the reports, the PIC, which is entirely owned by the government, is the largest investor on the continent and manages government pension and other funds worth about 2 trillion rand. It is understood that this week the PIC Commission of Inquiry is set to hear from Haku, Naledi Forensic Services and former board member Dr. Gloria Manning. And now, Tato Hatim Charlie has more on your sports updates.
Thank you, Gail. I'm Tato Timjali with your sports news. Starting with your cricket news, Pakistan captain Sarfraz Ahmed has been suspended for 4 matches for breaching the anti-racism code in Tuesday's second one-day international against South Africa, the International Cricket Council said on Sunday. Sarfraz's on-field taunt was caught by stump microphones, but he denied that they were aimed at South African all-rounder Andile Phehlukwayo or anyone else in an apology he issued on Thursday. In your tennis news, Novak Djokovic has won a record 7th Australian Open singles title after beating number 2 Rafael Nadal in straight sets. The world number 1 had his eyes set on the prize throughout the match. He moves above Roger Federer and Roy Emerson in the number of single titles won at Melbourne Park, as well as sealing his 3rd slam in a row after winning at Wimbledon and the US Open last year. It is also his 15th career Grand Slam title. And lastly, with your rugby news, Stormers assistant coach Paul Chu has apparently been linked to the director of rugby position. Western Province Rugby Football Union's president Zout Maurice is eager to see Chu appointed to replace Gert Smell. Smell's contract with the union expires in October and no discussions have been held regarding his future. That's all from the sports desk. It's back to you, Gail.
Over to your traffic and weather updates.
Looking at your traffic updates at this hour, in Braamfontein on southbound, there's a police checkpoint. Expect delays after Empire Road. And in Bryanston on William Nicol Drive at Ballyclare Drive, there's a slow-moving traffic due to roadworks. And in Diepkloof on Crisani Road, traffic lights are not working on Nicholas Street. And now looking at your weather updates, starting in central Johannesburg, it's still 23 degrees Celsius and partly cloudy in surrounding areas. Looking at Alberton and in Springs, temperatures are low in those areas. It's 19 degrees Celsius and mostly cloudy with a high chance of rainfall in the afternoon. Back to you, Gail.
And that's it from me and the rest of the Joburgtv news team. Catch your next bulletin in the afternoon.